Good morning, students. Today we are starting with the module 3 of our motion in one dimension chapter. And today we are going to discuss the various types of graphs. Now, see, first is displacement time graph. Now, this is the first case of displacement time graph when the body is stationary. And if the body is stationary, means it is not moving, then the displacement time graph will be a straight line parallel to this x-axis. Fine, means the displacement is stationary, it is not moving, so the graph will look somewhat in the straight line. Now in the next case, see here it is also a displacement time graph, but the body is having a uniform velocity. So uniform velocity, in the last class we have already discussed what is uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means equal change in displacement in equal time interval. Now see, in 0 to 1 second it is having a displacement of 10 meter. Again in further 1 to 2 second, means next 1 second, it is again having a displacement of 10 meter, that is 10 to 20. Again from 2 to 3, that is this 1 second duration, it is having a displacement of again 10 meter. So it is having equal displacement, that is 10 meter, in equal time interval, that is 1 second. So this is a case of uniform velocity, and in that case the displacement time graph will be a straight line having an angle, that is it will be an inclined condition with the x-axis, and it will be a straight line. Now we know, students, see, velocity is what? It is the rate of change of displacement, that is displacement by time. So whenever you will see displacement time graph, you can easily calculate velocity. Now velocity is the ratio of displacement, that is rate of change of displacement, that is displacement by time. So the slope of this displacement time graph will give you the velocity. Always remember, slope of displacement time graph will give you velocity, and slope of velocity time graph will give you acceleration, because acceleration is rate of change of velocity. So velocity by time, so velocity time graph will give you acceleration, the slope, and displacement time graph, its slope will give you velocity. Now see, slope is the inclination, the angle which this line is making with this x-axis. So suppose if you will draw a triangle like this, and this theta is the slope, and again slope is given by formula tan theta. Now see, tan theta is what? Tan theta we know from trigonometry, it is perpendicular by base. So perpendicular is how much? BC, perpendicular base BC, and base is AC. Now BC is what? This distance, C, this is 40, and this C, if we will extend, you will get 20. So 40 minus 20, that is the BC, by what is AC? AC is this, that is C it is 4 second, and A it is 2 second. The difference, that is 4 minus 2, will give you 2 seconds. So that is 40 minus 20 is 20, by 2 you cancel, you will get 10 meter per second is the velocity of this graph. Now this is the case when the body is moving with a variable velocity. Variable velocity means the displacement is not uniform in equal time interval. See, it is having a slow growth and then it is having a sharp growth, means it is not uniform with respect to time. So in that case you can also get the velocity by drawing a tangent to this graph. So by drawing a tangent, so here we have drawn a tangent BD. So you make this, you extend this to form a triangle, this tangent we are talking about, and this theta is the inclination which the tangent is making with the x-axis, that is DC here. So again slope of this displacement time graph will give you velocity. So velocity is nothing but the slope, that is tan theta. So tan theta is again your perpendicular by base. Now see, perpendicular is your BC base is your DC, so put that is BC by DC. Now what is BC? You see this is B, you extend it, you will get 50 here, right? And see what is C, it is a point C, you extend it, you are getting 10 here. So what is this BC? This BC is nothing but this distance, that is 50 minus 10, right? So we are writing here 50 minus 10 by DC is similarly this distance is DC, right? So this is C, you extend, it is 7, and this is D, you extend, this is 3. So 7 minus 3 is DC. So here you will get 50 minus 10, 40, 7 minus 3, 4, you cancel, you will get 10 meter per second is the required velocity. So next is velocity time graph. Now velocity time graph, this is the first case when the body is having uniform velocity. Now that means in velocity time graph, see that was displacement time graph, don't get confused, this is velocity time graph, and this is the case of uniform velocity, means the velocity is constant with time, the velocity is constant with time. So here the velocity is constant and it is not changing with time, even if the time is changing from 0 to 1 2 3 4 5 respective seconds, but see the velocity is constant, which is 4 meter per second fixed. So in this type of cases you can calculate the displacement. Fine. So how you will get the displacement? The displacement will be the required figure. Now you join this. We are all taking this as an example. You can extend and you can have different areas and different answers also. So this is the figure, which is nothing but a rectangle. So the displacement in 5 seconds, see 0 to 5 second, you will get by calculating the area of this triangle OABC. OABC. Now, area of this rectangle OABC. By calculating the area, you will be getting the displacement. Now, area of rectangle, we know length into breadth. So length is C, OC into breadth. Breadth is BC or OA, whatever. So length into breadth. So length is C 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The length, and breadth is C, it is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 into 4, that is 20 meter will be the displacement. Now in this case, it is a case of the body is having uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration means equal change in velocity in equal time interval. See, the velocity is changing uniformly, that is in 1 second the velocity is changing 10 meter per second, again in next 1 second it is again changing 10. So 10 differences in every 1 second time interval. So this is a case of uniform velocity. This is a case of uniform acceleration where the velocity changes in equal interval of time. So in that case, again, if you want to get the distance covered in 8 seconds, see 8 seconds, you have to simply calculate the area of this triangle. So what is the area of this triangle? Because the figure is giving you is a triangle, right? So the area of the triangle will be half into base into height, that is half into, see what is the base, it is 0 to 8, that is 8, and see this PQ height, it is this Q, it will straight away coincide with 0, and this P will straight away coincide with 80. So the difference 80 minus 0 will give you 80. So the height is 80 only, put the value. Half into base, that is 8, into height is 80. You cancel, you will get 320 meter is the distance covered. Now next is acceleration of the body. Now just now I told you in displacement time graph, the slope of this line will give you velocity, and in velocity time graph the slope of this line will give you acceleration, because acceleration is the rate of change of velocity by time. So velocity by time graph you can get, means by calculating the slope you will get the acceleration. So acceleration of the body is nothing but the slope of the line PQ, just simply slope of this line PQ, and again same formula. Now slope is tan theta, fine, perpendicular by base. Now perpendicular is PQ and base, perpendicular is PQ and base is OQ, and this PQ is how much? 80. So put here 80 minus 0. 0 you can write or you cannot write, it is showing the exact distance, that is this is P coinciding 80, this Q coinciding 0, the difference 80 minus 0 is that distance PQ, and OQ is similarly 8. 0 to 8, that is 8, or you can write 8 final minus initial 0, that is 8 minus 0, again you will get 8 only. So you cancel 80 by 8, you will get 10 meter per second square. Now this is the case, the body is having a uniform velocity for some time and then its velocity changes instantly. Now it is having a uniform velocity for some time and it is having change. For example, we are showing an example where the body is moving for the first 2 seconds with 2 meter per second velocity, and again in the next 2 seconds with 3 meter per second, and the body is returning. This negative velocity is indicating the body is returning for the next 6 seconds with a velocity of, you see, 3 meter per second. So how you will get the displacement in 10 seconds? Now again displacement will be the area of the respective figures, but since the body is returning, so the body is going and again coming, so the net displacement will be the area of the rectangle A plus area of rectangle B in positive direction minus, since it is returning and displacement it is returning, so minus area of C. So the area of this you will get 2 into 2, that is 4 meter per meter square. Again this area of this rectangle B you will get length into breadth. So length is how much? 0 to 3c. This height is the length and breadth is this 2 to 4. So 3 to the 6 is the area, minus, since the body is returning and displacement is a vector quantity, so see the area of rectangle C, which is nothing but again your length into breadth, and length is, see, 4 to 10, that is 6. This distance is 6 and this is 3, 0 to 3. So 6 into 3 gives you 18. So 4 plus 6 in the positive direction it is going, and minus 18 it is returning, that is equal to total minus 8 meter is the displacement, since displacement is a vector quantity. Now distance will be 4 plus 6, you have to add this, that is area of A, area of B and the area of C respectively, since distance is a scalar quantity. So the addition of these three areas will give you the respective distance, that is 28 meter. 4 plus 6 plus 18. Now next is acceleration time graph. Now these are the respective acceleration time graph. Now this is the case when the body is stationary or it is moving with uniform velocity. If it is body is moving with uniform velocity, then this will be the figure of acceleration time graph. It will be coinciding with the x-axis. Fine. And if the body is having a uniform acceleration, then the acceleration time graph will be shown by a parallel line in the positive direction of y-axis and parallel to x-axis. And this is the case where the body is having uniform retardation. So in this case the acceleration time graph will be also a straight line, but in the negative direction of y-axis, and parallel to x-axis. So go through these figures, study well. Thanks for watching. This is Shagnik Sir.